For a limited time only, head on over to MrMuckCoin.com and use code GS for 15% of all purchases. Not only can you purchase coins, you can purchase players, you can purchase training, you can sell coins for a little bit of extra bread. Who can use extra bread? You can get your solos done. You can pay to get your level grinded. You can sit back and relax and let someone do the dirty work for you. Go to the link in the description and make sure you click it and head on over to MrMuckCoin.com and use code GS for 15% off all your purchases. What is going on, guys? GS here. Welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. So we are about to go ahead and take a look at a gameplay that just happened not too long ago. So I went ahead and purchased a ton of new players. A ton. 5 fully powered up. I spend 2 million coins on 5 players. Getting their cars, powering them up, and all that fun stuff, which is so expensive. So I just wanted to try them out just to see what it is I do. And I get matched up against a guy named JR Hennyhands, and he mops me 42-28. Now, mind you, I'm labbing new nickel normal defense, right? So I'm just labbing defense, and I didn't have the Elgato on, right? He just Goomba stomped me. And I was like, let me put the Elgato on. That way I can go back and take a look at different things because I'm really trying to learn nickel normal defense here. And I put it on, and I get matched up against chewbaccalemma. Now, I'm 2-0 against him this year. Well, not really. I matched up against him twice in house rules, the NCAA rules, and the 2 times I matched up with him, I did beat him. So, that for what it's worth. And so we get matched up here. I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's see what it is, we can do. Now, mind you, I am labbing nickel normal defense, and this is the first time I've ever matched up against him in a head-to-head game. So, I'm really right there. I should have double bonded. I had A and RB underneath. His defense is definitely very sneaky. He likes to run nickel normal as well with nickel blitz, and then he'll just bring in the guy, and you don't know if he's blitzing or if it's just a regular cover 2. So very deceptive defense. He could be 7-7, sending 7. He could be sending no one. So he definitely was, catching me off guard. Right there, goes underneath, and I over pursue right there. Bo breaks a tackle, and Chewbacca has been top 10 in weekend league solo battles, so he can get whatever team he wants. He's making millions of coins all the time, I'm sure. And he has a Texans theme team, I'm assuming, right? With Carr, I see Watt, and, so we're down 7-0, right? And it's like, okay, well, let's see if we can get something going offensively. I will say that his user is really good. Like, it's really, really, really good. His user on the run, which, I like to do a lot. You guys know I run, and I will run until you get me out of it. His user on the runs, like his gap shooting, is phenomenal. Like, he plays very, 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 very well when it comes to just shooting the correct gap. Like, he did not make many mistakes on either side of the ball, and definitely was a little frustrating trying to get things going right here. He sends a whole bunch of people, but we just get the drag off right there to Kellen Winslow underneath. And ordinarily, since I get ball at half, I'm going to take 3 no matter what here at the minimum. But since, again, we're, trying to lab stuff right here, I don't know how he came in. Like, Schlesinger should have picked him up, but, whatever. We're going to be going for it, like, no matter what. We roll out, and thankfully with the escape artist, we're unable to get we are able to get away, I should say. 4th and 5, ordinarily here, I would take my 3. And, again, good user by him. I wouldn't say necessarily a bait. I've seen him crashing over there the entire way. But I also had the slant on the right side open. I thought he was going to go for the bait, and he was going to cut back on the crosser on the left so he can play underneath the slant. And I was wrong. So bad choice by me, good choice by him. I thought for sure he was going to go for the bait because I seen him going there, and the slant on the right was wide open. So I figured he was going to hit me with the old okey doke, cut back, undercut the slant to try and pick it off. And I was wrong. I was overthought it, and I was wrong. So right here, he takes the time all the way down. I don't call a timeout, and he ends up kicking a field goal. Now, I was in the red zone already once, so, I could have had 3, and also getting ball at the half, and, possibly ball right here. So that right there is a little frustrating, but, again, we were just trying to learn, our defense, and then, again, I will give credit where credit is due. His user is, like, it's phenomenal. Like, it's really good. Again, he did not make too many mistakes with him using Tillman. And you will see here on this drive, we caught him on the D lineman right there. You will see on this drive just how fantastic he does using Pat Tillman on the outside. Right here, first and goal, you see him using Tillman, and he actually gets picked up. And I thought for sure we had that spin, but unfortunately we couldn't get by. So 20 seconds remaining. We try to stretch to the left, and we actually get roly-poly over to the 2-yard line. So it's like, okay, toss to the right, and there his user is, and goes all the way around, stops me on the 1. So I was like, you know what, YOLO, I'm going to go for it, and there his user is again. And again, his user is just really, really, really well. And again, ordinarily, I do not play this aggressive. I'm very passive, very, take my points. And now we're down 10-0. So it's like, okay, let's just stop being stupid. Let's just, because he's just taking advantage of all the dumb mistakes that I'm making. Let's see if we can go on ahead and get some points on the board and, try and make a comeback, because I'm not doing as good as I should be. So we try to step up in the pocket right there, but JJ Swizzle is waiting. 3rd and 9. We got RB. Beautiful pass right there by Stevenson Young on the sidelines. And we do come away with the completion. So we're nearing our 3rd possession in field goal range, yet we have 0 points. So that's a little frustrating, considering I possibly, could have had 6 at the minimum. And, and if we scored here, we would have taken the lead, but, it is what it is. Right there, he finally gets blocked. One of the few times he actually gets blocked rushing around the outside. So we take a 10-7 deficit, but, let's see if we can get on defense, get a stop here. Now I'm just mainly running nickel normal, cover 4, palms, trying some adjustments, trying some different things to see if I can, get going some good defense. So right there, he had a zig route in the slot with Torrey Holt most of the game, and I never. That should have been a pick, man. Like, he did not make many mistakes, but that certainly was one of them. Bonds me over the top right there. Beautiful pass, man. Thankfully, we clipped the back of the ankle to hopefully hold him to a field goal here. He goes underneath right there, and he's just driving 9 for 12 right here. And again, brand new defense that we're trying. We're not really sending the heat that we learned if you guys watched the video earlier. We're just sticking in cover 4 quarters and palms to try and get a feel for it. Beautiful pass right there. Now take a look at this. We scream off the left side. Take a look at the slot, the big star on the left. I don't know. He had to have thrown it because the pressure was there. Like, look at that. Like, look at that. He threw that, my jaw dropped. I'm like, no freaking way. He threw that so far before the cuts. And I'm just thinking to myself, that had to have been because of the pressure got there and he just threw it. Because that read was just, that was a smoking hot one. That right there is the definition of a dot. That right there was a freaking missile, and I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I mixed it up, snuck into blitz. We came screaming, got to him instantaneously, and then he throws it 2 seconds before his guy cuts, and we are unable to go on ahead and get the pass off. Unable to get the defense there, unable to get the sack, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So, hell of a play by him. And right here, we go underneath. Now, that right there is a very big play. Remember that we're going underneath to our running back and pistol bunch. And again, one of the few times he actually runs into his guys and gets blocked, because it does not, let me tell you, this chewbaccalemma does not run into blocks often, man. Look at him. Like, he's just, we just got lucky right there. We just got completely lucky he didn't engage. But he just does not make many mistakes in the run lanes. He will crash the perfect spot majority of the time. And it was very frustrating. But 14-17, can't help but think that we had 2 possessions in the red zone that we came away with 0 points. But, down 3 right here. Let's see if we can finally get ourselves a stop here, because he's just dotting us up right here. 1st and 10, and he has a corner route over there to the left side, and I'm thinking it's not looking good. Not a good start for the 4th quarter, 2-minute drive right here. Nice pass over the middle and nearing field goal range. So it's like, okay, we got to try and send some pressure. It's exactly what we do. Pretty sure we caught him off guard right there with the nice sack on the left side. 2nd and 16 right there. We send the pressure again, and again, he doesn't make many mistakes, but another throw. He was triple covered, and we're unable to come away with any type of interception right there. Very, very, very frustrating. But we forced a punt. So it's like, okay, all we need is 3. Let's see if we can work our way downfield, which we've done several times. And, once we get in field goal range, we can, decipher if we want to be aggressive depending on the time remaining. So right here, it may be crazy to sneak in some runs, but I'm figuring he's going to be pass committing right here. I'm looking at what he has. Enforcer, Lurker, Tackle Supreme. He's got all the juicy stuff. So right here, we're just trying. Right there, he goes for RB. And he leaves B wide open. That's why that underneath running back route was important. We hit it a few times, and he left the crosser wide open right there. So right here, we end up running the ball. And look at Bo Jackson go. He can go. Hey, with the 50-yard scamper, baby. And again, the brand new players that we got, one of them actually isn't in this video. One of them is in the video I got after. So there's 4 new cards here, and then we got a brand new defensive player, one new defensive player that wasn't in this game that ended up getting immediately after. But right there, we end up clicking on getting the pick, and that right there is going to be the ball game. So shout out to Chewbacca, definitely a very, 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 very good game, and he played phenomenal both sides of the ball, and I mean phenomenal. Again, he did not make many mistakes. I was just in awe of his users. Like every time I ran the ball, I would just see Tillman screaming up the gap, around the outside, untouched. Easily one of the best run gap shooters I've seen. Like, he's just amazing. Out of the 20 runs I did, he probably only got blocked about 5 times, which is crazy because he just chose the right gap all the time. But anyways, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Wasn't even planning on doing a third video today, but was just labbing some stuff out, and we, faced a very familiar opponent in the Madden community. So figure you guys might want to watch it. Until next time, as your boy GS, we're gonna go ahead and be signing up. Appreciate the support as always. Peace.